The president of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, calls for people not to allow the repetition of the tragic mistakes of past centuries in his Manifesto XXI Century, a world without war. The evidence of these missteps is not just figures on the number of armed clashes or nuclear explosions, but the people themselves whose lives could not have been different. According to the scenario of the play, 16-year-old Layla is one of the victims of nuclear test. In her teenage years, she looks like a 6-year-old child. But the worst thing is that the story was taken from a real-life situation. Playwright Rosa Mukhanova learned about the fate of the main character and made up her mind to tell people this story. This is a tragedy not only in Yenlik, it is a tragedy of our whole nation. People should be aware of the consequences of nuclear testing. The head of state has prevented the danger that we faced. I believe that it is in the interest not only of Kazakhstan, but also of all of mankind. Poet Kalkaman Sarin is a native of Semem. He does not hide. He saw with his own eyes the terrible consequences of nuclear explosions. I was a schoolboy at the time. One day, our parents took us out in the street. It was about 5 in the morning. They were all the villagers with the most valuable things that they had. We'd stood for about an hour. There wasn't an earthquake, but something exploded loudly somewhere not so far from us. Since that day, my mother came down with a headache and has had it for many years. Today, the manifesto of the president of Kazakhstan is being spoken about all over the world. He is considered relevant and timely. The international community believes Nazarbayev's initiatives should be implemented for the benefit of all mankind.